Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to talk about Atomic Heart running on Xbox Series X. That's the first console that I've had the ability to play this on. I have it downloaded on the PC as well. But I want to talk about I want to talk about this for a minute. And I want to talk about how I'm feeling about Gamepass going forward and how I finally feel like this is the point where Xbox is really, well, Game Pass Xbox is going to completely alter the future of how we play games. Now, I've heard a lot of nonsense, from the other guys and from Sony themselves talking about how it's impossible and it's unsustainable. Um, and all the other nonsense that they put out there to continue to brainwash gamers into wanting to pay $70 for these games. Atomic Heart is the perfect example, and I'll tell you why. This game right here is giving me some Wolfenstein vibes. It's giving me some Half-Life Alyx vibes. It's giving me vibes from so many games that we love, that we've talked about, that we've played, that we've experienced, and we've generally come to love those types of experiences. Metro Exodus. This game right here literally fits right inside that niche of genre that is that's not necessarily something that's gonna like be winning like game of the year or anything like that, or setting the awards on fire or anything. Like, we already know that. We've seen the Metacritic right now. It's sitting in the mid 70s, which is pretty good. I mean, that's exactly what I would kind of expect for a game like Atomic Heart. Now, I mean, it's even got some Deathloop some Deathloop vibes to it. But these are the types of games that, when they come to Game Pass, like, this is an incredible value for the Xbox ecosystem to be able to download this and play it and not have to own it and be able to experience this. Because if you look at this game and you look at the beauty, the visuals in here. Now, this looks next gen to me in terms of visuals and what I would expect to see from a next gen first person shooter game. Like, this looks on point, to the point where I'm like, wow, man, this is actually stunning. This is a stunning looking game. And I'll tell you what, man, the combat in this game, like, it feels brutal. Like, it feels brutal. It's not some easy peasy game. Well, I guess they give you the choice of like an easy mode, the normal mode. That's what I'm playing on, is a normal mode. And even that kind of feels a little bit challenging. And then like the hardcore mode. And the way they got these things mapped out, dude, I was like, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Like, this game's got the humor. It's got pretty decent vocabulary, like dialogue and stuff. I'm not really having too much of a problem with dialogue. I think it's quite interesting to see how other developers from across the world will develop, will develop games and put their and give their own spin on, like, how they would see the future being. And, like, this is cool, man. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm hearing. I'm having an interesting time with this. Now, I got to tell you, I'm probably going to end up playing this on the PC. I've got it downloaded. I need to jump in there and see if I can do something with the field of view, because when I'm out here in this area, like, that doesn't bug me. I could play this on the Xbox Series X, no problem. But getting into a little bit later into my gameplay session, I was in like an underground base or something, and I was really like, the camera was starting to affect me. And it usually happens when I have a game that has the first person melee in it. If I'm in a confined space, then it kind of screws with me a little bit. So that right there is something that I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna be playing this game going forward. But this game is literally stunning. I'm playing it on the 1440p monitor, and it looks so incredible that yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, this game looks so good that, like, yeah, man, this is what I expect to see. This type of a visual density and quality for first person shooters going forward this generation. Like, it looks nice. Now, there are some visual glitches and stuff that I've seen along the way, like screen space shadow, like cutting off and like loading in and stuff when you pan a camera around and look at it. But I mean, if you're looking for those kind of things in any game, you're going to find those in any game. I can't find really anything negative to say about Atomic Heart at this point. I do like that challenging combat. I do like the fact that this is going to be, an interesting game, at least in terms of story content. I like where it's going. I like the way they're explaining things. I like the way that, the technology aspect to it. It looks kind of cool. Like it feels like something that's um it's macabre enough for you to be like, whoa, man, that is pretty freaking cool. Um, let's see what else about this, because I've only played it for a little while, so I've got like a brief understanding of it. I want to be able to play this game, so it's going to be on the weekend. With this being a Game Pass game, I'll put this video out. We'll see how this one does. If a lot of people watch this and want me to cover some more of it or something, then I will. But as it sits right now, I've still got, all the other games that I've just recently picked up. So this here is one that I might actually end up picking up. Like I might pick this up on like PlayStation or something so that I can well, no, probably not. If the field of view is gonna bug me on here, it's gonna bug me on there too. So I don't know. I'm gonna play this one on Game Pass. I'm just gonna play this one on Game Pass. I don't necessarily know if I need to own it. I'm gonna be able to play this. I'll sit down with it this weekend and like really get into it and really dive into it a little more. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned right now, this is the type of games that is going to expand Xbox as a platform. And it's gonna bring into question, like Sony's claims and all the little fanboys out there that continue to talk negative about Xbox and Game Pass as some kind of rental service or welfare plan. Dude, if this is the welfare plan, I'm okay with that. Sign me up, man. $15 a month to play stuff like this when you get to get conditioned by Sony to pay your $70 for your little 5 to 10 hour, 15-hour games. Okay, man. It is what it is. Xbox is going to deliver a value for their customers this generation. PlayStation is going to deliver a whatever they call that, the premium experience. And I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. I have been finding a lot more enjoyment in my PlayStation 5. It has gotten significantly better since the day I got it. It's gotten significantly better. I'm enjoying it more. I'm using the tech that they've been updating it with the updates and everything has made it has made the PlayStation platform in my eyes a better experience. The DualSense Edge, I love that freaking controller. It's great. I love playing it. It's got me playing my games on my PlayStation even more. So this is going to be an interesting generation going forward. I think that you're going to find that Xbox came to compete, and I feel like something's gonna give. Something's got to give. We're gonna see some interesting stuff going forward. I guarantee you that, man. If games of this caliber keep coming to Game Pass for $15 and selling on PlayStation for $70, I think you're going to see a momentum shift in favor of Game Pass. And I do. I think that's going to force Sony to find a way to compete. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing for you, the consumer, the person that is trying to be able to play as many games as they can and still get and still have a value. And yeah, of course, you can still buy the ones that you want to own. I do. Every game that I play, like Wild Hearts, I have EA Play Pro. I have EA Play Pro. I could have played that game for a whole month for my $15, but I was like, wow, man, I really like this game. Something about Wild Hearts is like, wow, dude, I like this. I actually put it on the lowest settings today, and it still looks pretty good on the PC. So I'm like, wow, dude, I can't wait until they get that one fixed. I probably should have just waited till they fixed it and just played it on EA Play Pro, but I don't know, man. I like that game and I want more of that. I want more of that. So I buy the ones that I want to buy and I play the ones that I want to play on Game Pass. So that's pretty much how I'm feeling, man, about this, about Game Pass, about the future of Xbox, about games like Atomic Heart coming to Game Pass. This is incredible, man. This is an incredible value for people that, would be looking at this game and be like, "Oh, I don't know about that." And then they can try it. Like they can try it. You can try it. You don't have to buy this game to try it. You can try it and you can see if it's something that you want to play or you want to own, and you've got the freedom to be able to look at this on Game Pass and take it, for a spin. That's pretty cool, man. I know in my generation, a lot of the gamers in my generation, we grew up, we rented a lot of games. Not all of us had rich mommy and daddy that were going to buy us every Super Nintendo game that came out. So a lot of us had to rent the games from Blockbuster, and that was fine, man. We got to play a lot of games for a fraction of the price that everybody else was getting to buy their games for. And if we really liked the game, we would fork out the money and, find a way to get that. So this is pretty cool, man. I like Xbox. I like Game Pass. I like what this is doing with the future of gaming. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. And like I said, leave in the comments if you want me to play this, if you want me to cover this more, I will, but I need to see some sort of I need to see some sort of engagement with this because it's tough, man. I want to cover things, but if nobody's going to watch the content, then it's kind of pointless to cover them. So we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Thank you for watching.